All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
The Air Canada Centre is filled to capacity. This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action. The floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
On the court for Indiana, Freak, he's in at center. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Hill, and it's George in at the three, the small forward. Indiana, and that bucket right there, folks, is the first official NBA basket from Freak.
Yeah, and you know, he can relax a little bit now. That first one is in the books. It won't be the biggest bucket he makes in his life, but man, it may be the most memorable.
I think you may be right about that. No matter how many thousands of them he winds up with, he'll never forget that first one.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor, and Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long level along the way. He's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And the technical free throw is good. Some changes for Toronto. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Indiana also making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Hill. Solomon Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Monte Ellis. Joseph, the pass to Patterson, and he gets it to go. Patterson's got his first basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Ross with a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Stuckey can't get it to go. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And it's Johnson penetrating. Pass to Ross. Here's Valanciunas, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Valanciunas has got 6. Indiana trailing here. Hill with it. 5 points in the game.
Move the ball.
13 feet away. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Joseph, that's good. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Rodney Stuckey on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. And Valanciunas kicks to Joseph. Valanciunas with a screen on Stuckey. Low block shot. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well. How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 4th in opponent points per game.
In now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Damari Carroll comes in for James Johnson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Lowry in for Joseph. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Damari Carroll is out there with Scola. And it's Patterson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach, really known as a defensive specialist. But once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Shot clock at 6, and that one's good. Scola's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. It paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Scola sets a screen for Lowry. Left side, DeRozan. Puts the fade away right on the money. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Hill sets the screen for George. He dishes it to Hill. Ellis wide open. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Ellis has got his second bucket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
There's the pick. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
Hill dishes the Freak. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Hill, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Now Lowry, he has 6. Scola kicks to Lowry. Scola sets a screen for Lowry. Back to Scola. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Scola's got 6 points in the quarter. What about Kyle Lowry on offense? The last 2 seasons, he's been absolutely dominant, Clark.
Yeah, he's developed enough as a point guard now to where he really knows how to direct and lead his team. He's not just a catalyst anymore. He's a leader. And that's the big difference I see with him. And his shot has become more refined.
you look at the numbers for Hill, a very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 16 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
You know, and talking about Lowry, you see his shooting percentages didn't change much, but his output sure did. Points and 7 assists a game the past 2 seasons. He also converted more threes. I mean, there's very little he can't do on the offensive end.
And the basket by Hill.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, they held opponents to even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Here's Patterson. He has 6. It's tipped. Scola, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Scola's got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto. There's the screen, and it's Hill penetrating. George with no one around. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here is Lowry. Screen by Scola. There's the dish to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Patterson. Pacers with the rebound. Freak's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Hill. Hill, a screen on Patterson. Hill kicks to Hill, and stolen by Scola. DeRozan against Hill. Shoots the 3. Raptors get it back. It's deflected. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Hill leading the charge. Ellis can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Patterson can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. Yeah, no.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Toronto ahead. They're up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. A fantastic game. On the court right now for the Pacers. Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. C.J. Miles is out there with Young. Then it's Turner, and it's Hill in at small forward. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He stepped up his game tonight, getting it done all game long and making the plays whenever they needed him to. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
He had point guard numbers tonight, racking up those 8 assists. It was a really unselfish performance. He kept the D guessing all night. You could never get comfortable with him, trying to figure out whether he was going to take it for himself or set up a teammate.
Well, DeRozan is capable of just going off on any night. You know, his leadership, though, that sets him apart right there. DeMar leads by example, and his team feeds off that good energy.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's gonna be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Bringing you another edition of they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against. We'll see if they're able to take advantage The Cavaliers trail by 4.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year and would have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons.
Ellis kicks to Freak. The shot no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
A chance now to see the numbers for Monte Ellis. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 19 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Sure, his teammates knew he was their best option, so that's why they just kept feeding him the rock.
The Pacers making a switch here. Stuckey's checked in, and that one's good. Freak.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside Irving. LeBron up top. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Smith.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
You just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. No matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Hill passes to Freak. Out to Stuckey. Freak with it. Mozgov on him. And that one's good. Freak.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Irving dishes to James. Feeds it to Williams. Picked by Mozgov. Irving for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 8 points for Kyrie Irving. Hill kicks to Stuckey. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Irving a screen on George. Williams with a clean look. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas.
It has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Heat.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in opponent per game, and they also showed up in the top 5 in team rebounds. That means everybody's doing their job on the boards. This is a very strong rebounding team.
And you mentioned their ranking percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to them. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball. You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
From deep, Williams can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Stuckey. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Freak. Hill's got his first 2 points.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Shumpert with some nice D.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Thompson outside. Williams outside. The shot misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Stuckey passes to Freak. Puts up the baby hook. No good off the back of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
LeBron against Stuckey. LeBron outside. On the wing, Williams. They need this one. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Shot is off. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was...
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and
now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats.
Contesting everything and racking.
game has been full throttle.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so win the game for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Love and Varejao are up front. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happened.
Team's making some changes here. Here's Hill. 10 points for him. Down low. Freak dishes to Hill. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Hill. It's stolen by Hill. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And it's Miles with the jam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Williams kicks to Mozgov. That's good. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
So it's the Pacers now. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And it's Freak missing. The Cavaliers trail by 6. The drive by James, and it's denied. Shumpert against Hill. Pass to Freak. 13 feet away. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. On the wing, Williams. Back to James. on the shot clock. Right side jumper. Shoots. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. He's got 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
And he can't hit the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Shumpert, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. James kicks to Williams. Thompson, a screen on Hill. Williams passes to Thompson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
1:30 left in the first half of basketball. James kicks to Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
He kicks it to Mozgov. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Freak dishes to Hill. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here is Miles. Mozgov covering. Freak passes to Miles. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's LeBron outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The clock runs out.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. For the Cavaliers, Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Williams in for LeBron. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Freaks checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for George. Odney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana. Freak, he's in at center. Odney Stuckey out there with Ellis. Then it's Hill, and it's Hill in at the small forward. Williams against Stuckey. Back to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Ellis with the ball. And the shot is good from Stuckey. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And then Shumpert in there for Smith. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his fourth giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Picked by Mozgov. Irving for three. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And that one's good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Irving kicks to Williams from 13. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 7 points for Timofey Mozgov. Here's Ellis. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made.
Again, about the playoffs last year, Clark, they weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and of course the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Stuckey dishes to Freak. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. And that's now 17 points for Freak. Outside Irving. 1:56 left in the third quarter. And he gets it to go. Irving's got the lead. Back up to 1 now for Cleveland. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Perhaps the rest of this second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Thompson. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Williams against Hill. Williams passes to Mozgov. Pacers with the rebound. Freaks got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mozgov against Hill. The 11-footer, and there are the Pacers with another bucket. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Shots good. And now a 3-point Indiana lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Cavaliers again can't hit.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The feed to Hill. Shot is no good. Good D by Thompson. Irving against Hill. Now the pass to Thompson. Dishes to Shumpert. It's stolen by Hill. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be Mozgov. He's checked in for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Smith. Freaks checked in for the Pacers. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with LeBron James. And it's Love in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Ellis kicks to Freak. Mozgov with the steal. James right side. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game. Story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Verajao comes in for Mozgov, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for Kevin Love. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
And thanks for that story, Doris. They set the screen. Irving kicks to LeBron. A baseline J. Buries it.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Outside, George to the inside. Here's Freak. Nails it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Yeah, that one kind of took all of the life out of him there, Kevin.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Verajao. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Thompson, yes!
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
That's tipped, and that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
It's stolen by Hill. So a close game sees Indiana.
Guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, Freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, Freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not